Gaijura, and today we're seeing Ghost Rider vs. Spawn. Now, not gonna lie, prior to this video, I didn't know who to cheer for, but after giving it much thought, I'm Team Spawn. I think Spawn is way more intriguing as a character than Ghost Rider. Not that Ghost Rider is a terrible character. Ghost Rider is cool as hell. I mean, Ghost Rider is literally the most hardcore, edgy, metal fucking thing you can ever conjure up. A fucking a biker straight from hell with a flaming skull head. That is hardcore as hell. It is so fucking cool. Like, oh my. And I already know for a fact a lot of you people who remembers the fucking Ghost Rider AMV, like those Ghost Rider Monster Skillet videos. I swear to God, every fan base has those types of videos. Fucking the Godzilla franchise has those fucking has those skeleton music videos. Ghost Rider, almost every single anime. Dinosaur fandom especially, dude. If you're part of a fandom, those music videos are an essential part of it. You know why? Because it's fucking awesome. Anyway, I'm checking for Spawn because I do think Spawn's cooler than Ghost Rider. Ghost Rider is still cool as hell, don't get me wrong. But I do think Spawn is a better written character. And I saw I didn't see all of it, but I saw like the majority of the Spawn cartoon. And it was on YouTube, and I really, really liked it. The whole style of that Spawn cartoon is incredibly intriguing. And it saddens me that we don't see much of that in adult animation nowadays. It was so cool and unique. It was absolutely awesome. But yeah, so because of that, I'm cheering for Spawn. Now, as to who I think is gonna win, I have no fucking idea. I do know that both of them are like incredibly busted. They're both super, super OP. Like, I know Spawn has some sort of like angelic heaven form, which I think is the strongest transformation of Spawn. And Ghost Rider has, the whole Mephisto, Blue Skull thing. And both of them look very fucking rad. They look cool as hell. But I'm just gonna go on a whim and say, I mean, I think Ghost Rider's stronger because, Marvel Universe and the whole Marvel Universe is busted. But then again, Spawn has dealt in some crazy ass shit. Like, canonically speaking, he actually met Sonic. Yes, really. Spawn and Sonic canonically met each other. Search it up. Anyways, I've been yapping on long enough. Team Spawn over here. The Kira Slayer.
Ghost Rider versus Spawn. The Spirit of Vengeance versus the Dark Angel of Armageddon. He's whizzing out.
They just look so damn cool. Look at them. They look so fucking... They're so fucking metal. Their designs are like peak character designs. What I say is a fact, and you can't convince me otherwise. They are the coolest one of the coolest designs of all fiction. Oh my god, they look so hardcore.
I'm Boomstick, and it's our job to analyze their weapons, armor, and skills to find out who would win a death battle. Johnny Blaze has always been a man possessed, chasing the thrill of certain doom by performing death-defying stunts, following the example of his adoptive father, Crash Simpson. Until the day Crash lived up to his name and got cancer, heartbroken, and without enough Wampa fruit.
Got cancer and then he crashed because the devil's a bitch.
To save him, Johnny turned to the only thing that could: chemotherapy. Oh! To cure Crash's cancer, Johnny sold his soul to Mephisto, king of the 8th layer of hell. Only for Crash to actually live up to his name right after. But instead of scooping up Johnny's soul, Mephisto had...
Oh god, this fucking movie. I know a lot of people shit talk it, and I understand why. But I can't hate on it 100% because I saw this movie as a kid, and I thought it was the coolest shit I've ever seen. Even though... oh my god, it can be so funky at times. But hey, the one scene where Ghost Rider meets like the previous Ghost Rider was super fucking cool, and and when they make like the horse transforms into a skeletal horse, it was so cool. It's such a shame that scene was like a little short, but that shit was fucking fire. Pun intended.
Had something else in mind. He bound Johnny to an instrument of
What the fuck am I looking at? Oh. Okay, so the Ghost Rider's a stripper. Gotcha.
divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. This looks like a slutty Ghost Rider. What a bitch.
Instrument of divine wrath, Zarathos, the spirit of vengeance.
Zarathos.
So Johnny Blaze lived up to his name and burst into Hellfire, an undead skeleton biker with a sick-ass hog, the 5th scariest Nick Cage performance, the stuntman from hell. He called himself the Daredevil.
Yeah. Doesn't Ghost Rider hate Daredevil because Daredevil, like, came up with the name first? I'm not sure if that's true, but I remember hearing that from somewhere.
Sorry, Johnny, that name's taken.
Okay, then how about the Ghost Rider?
It's a hardcore
Sure,
name.
we definitely didn't forget that we named a character the same thing.
You know, fuck it, doesn't matter. He's cooler, so
Only 5
it's his
years
name out.
earlier. All you.
The Ghost Rider was bad news for Earth sinners and scumbags. He's strong enough
King
to
of
pull
hell.
down skyscrapers, blow up mountains, and cause earthquakes that can be felt across whole countries.
Don't
Damn.
even think about fighting back. He can remake his whole body from the hellfire that engulfs him,
Yeah,
making
right, he
him
can.
immune to all physical damage. Only holy weapons that target his soul can harm him.
It's not just his body.
No match
his
for the
whole
Almighty.
arsenal is hellfire. Ghosty can create anything he can think of, from an infinite stream of chains, a shotgun
Damnation.
packed with
What's the damnation stare? I never heard of that one. Obviously, everybody's heard of the penance. But what's the damnation? What's the damnation stare? They'll probably explain now.
fiery rounds, or a flaming missile barbed right out of his mouth.
That's so cool.
Life goals.
And he can imbue other objects with hellfire, such as his hell cycle.
It's so cool.
This badass bike can outpace Thor's hammer Mjolnir, which can cross the universe in seconds.
Hellfire is a weapon in and of itself, whether shot out of his hands, raining down from the sky, or released from his...
His boner.
So does that mean when he wait. So does that mean when he does the deed with someone, will they like combust from the inside out? Like he's just doing some random gal he found, and like he just he lights up, and the gal just fucking throws up his fire cum fire, the cum of flames.
Whiz. Get it?
No sense.
And it doesn't just scorch flesh. Hellfire is so deadly, it can
But seriously, that is a valid question. Does he, if he can't piss fire, does that mean he can like nut fire? Like, it's a valid question. I'm assuming he can.
burn away your very soul.
This technique would be mastered by Johnny's successor, his own brother, Danny Ketch.
He's a brother?
Yeah, Johnny's not the only Ghost Rider, and Danny was the first to master their most famous move. You know, the one
Penance
that
stare.
burns your soul to smithereens with just a look. The
So
penance
cool.
stare.
The penance stare inflicts upon its victims every ounce
This
of
guy
pain
needs his own animated
wreaked
series.
upon others.
Just-
Every
just like how
cruelty,
Spawn
no
has
matter
this.
how small or righteous, is reflected back. A biblical punishment.
Such cold
Obliterating
blooded.
your soul. It even works on other Ghost Riders, like when Johnny and Danny got into a staring
Oh.
contest and Danny actually depowered Johnny.
Eyes
Damn.
are windows to the soul, so the Ghost Rider must be able to match his victim's gaze for the penance stare to work. Some people have survived it, like the Punisher supposedly because he didn't regret his actions,
Huh.
but it did work on him on other occasions.
Well,
Really?
Johnny can adjust how deadly it is, and it doesn't necessarily have to kill you. He can use the stare to read minds, force you to confess info, or just show you the error of your ways.
Remember, the Ghost Rider is two souls in one body, with the kinder Johnny battling the demon Zarathos in a war of control.
Classic Faustian bargain. All the power in the world, but if you want it, it uses you. Because if Johnny gives in, the demon's full might will take over, and then everything is
Get mother.
This is
is not a natural storm.
Yeah. Sure, whatever. Shut the fuck up.
Zarathos' strength is boundless.
His design is so cool. The blue flames and the red skull. These designs are elite. Well, it's so cool.
He can open up portals between
Sound like a
dimensions,
broken record,
control
but
the
it's true.
elements, pen and stare an entire city, and fly all the way to Asgard, which is a literal infinite distance away.
He's man.
Dude, when it comes to like power scaling Marvel and DC, Infinite is such a casual thing now. Superman is like infinitely strong, but then there's this other character that's like more infinitely strong, but then there's this other character who's like, he has more infinity, so he's stronger than both of them. But then there's this other character that's like beyond the concept of infinity, so he's like, it's so insane. Power scaling is so, honestly, oh god, I have a love-hate relationship with power scaling. I don't think there's anything wrong with power scaling, but like some of these people, like they will fucking like curse your family, they will curse your children, they will curse your motherfucking cow if you don't agree with the same shit that they think about it. Like the moment you say like a character like Superman beats Goku, oh my god, the entire fan base is gonna go down your fucking necks and kind of strangle you. God almighty, it's insane. It's very funny and such a pain to look at, I'll admit. Oh god. It's insane.
Handled some of Marvel's heaviest hitters, like Thor, World War Hulk, and Doctor Strange.
Damn.
Hell, Strange said Zarathos is a threat to all realms, mortal
Damn.
and immortal.
Hyperbole? Think again. The Archangel Zadkiel said that the power of the Ghost Rider could threaten all of existence, and even bring down heaven itself.
So does that mean he's like the strongest Marvel character? I don't think so. I swear to God, I've seen the phrase "threaten all of existence" in like both Marvel and DC. There's like how many characters does it threaten all of existence? That shit always like, because obviously there's like plot holes and shit, but at the same time, it always kind of intrigued me. It also kind of intrigues me how there's like a bunch of characters that threatens all of existence. Like, if they threaten all of existence, does that mean they threaten all of each other? Or is it like a hierarchy? I mean, it's comics, so sometimes they just make shit up for the sake of like making something sound cool. But if there is like some sort of hierarchy, I'll be really intrigued to like learn about it.
Right before an army of Ghost Riders.
Oh, that is cool. Oh, that is a cool panel. This looks tough as hell.
Did just that. Yeah, an army. The spirits of vengeance.
That looks
are
so
legion.
cool.
As far back as the Great Flood, humans have been bonded to the vestiges of God's power to act as his divine wrath on Earth. A sort of heavenly Black Ops.
Okay, wait. Does that make Zarathos an angel now?
Oh yeah, he also has some sort of angelic form too, just like Spawn.
Words. He's still a demon.
Both? Neither? Despite being one of the greatest entities in existence, it's unclear. What we do know is that ages ago, Zarathos feasted on souls and battled Mephisto for rulership of his realm. Mephisto, ever the trickster, claimed victory and gained control of Zarathos forevermore. Hence how he could bond him to Johnny.
But Zarathos got
Johnny
his
Ball.
revenge against that big red.
Oh, is that female Ghost Rider? God. Damn.
with another Ghost Rider, Alejandra Jones. Bet you wish you had one more day to fix that hole in your chest, huh?
Comic book fan punching back.
He looks so depressed. POV. Nah, I don't fucking know.
Though he may be, Mephisto is unbelievably powerful. A battle with him could cause omniversal Armageddon.
Is that
fitting
Nova? I
as
mean,
his fight with
Earthus?
Galactus rends the cosmos asunder.
And Galactus' fights can destroy all of Marvel's
Okay, that is actually insane.
multiverse. That's the kind of awesome power at Zarathos' disposal. Total cosmic annihilation.
So it was no surprise when Johnny went down to the underworld and took Hell's throne for himself, usurping the devil that ruined his life and finally
That is so
grabbing
badass.
destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the total
But at the same time, it would be kind of funny to like imagine you go to hell and you see a throne and you expect like the most horrific image known to mankind. sitting on the throne, only to be met with a fucking blue-eyed blondie with a leather jacket. I mean, it's kind of a funny imagery.
Finally grabbing destiny by the handlebars.
Scoring the total power of hell itself, plus a sick-ass upgrade, the Damnation Stare, which skips the whole every
Damnation.
pain you've ever inflicted thing and just sends you straight to hell.
Oh.
No shot.
As they
Damn.
say, though, uneasy lies the head that wears the crown. Johnny began an obsessive crusade to capture all of Hell's escaped demons. But by using his new power to damn them to hell, he began absorbing their evil, feeding off of it, and it corrupted him. Once again, Johnny Blaze was a man possessed.
In truth, Johnny was just as trapped by hell's power as he'd always been.
Damn.
And he needed Danny's help to pull him out of the darkness.
Though he gave up Hell's throne, the Ghost Rider continues his war against demons without and within, mentoring his fellow Ghost Riders in the ways of vengeance.
So cool.
Always prowling the highways for the evil and the profane.
An unstoppable engine of judgment that, with just a glance, could make Galactus himself shit his pants.
That is so
Maybe one
cool.
day he'll find salvation in the eyes of one of his victims.
Because they sure as hell won't find any in his.
It's so awesome. Dude, I can't believe he hasn't had his own animated series yet. Like, I'm not the biggest Marvel buff, but like Ghost Rider's a character that I've always like gravitated? Ghost Rider's a character that I've always like stood out to me, is what I'm trying to say. He is just peak design, interesting lore, and yet he still has no animated series. He has like 2 movies, and that's it. And he appears in some other cartoons, but like he needs his own animated series ASAP. He's too much of a badass to not have a series made after him. I swear.
This battle is
Actually, what kind of creator should like take a hold of a Ghost Rider series? I wonder. Maybe like the creators of like Castlevania, Netflix anime. I know it was a video game first, but like they made it to an anime, and I think that kind of art style could like pretty like would suit Ghost Rider if you ever had an animated series of some sort. I don't know. Let me know in the comments.
sponsored by Robin Hood Gold.
With
Yada 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 blah 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 blah. Yeah, I know.
Elsie.
If Al Simmons was one thing, he
Spawn.
was a killer.
A lieutenant colonel in the U.S. Army and the CIA's most decorated assassin, Simmons upheld democracy
Oh,
around
God, his
the globe
cartoon's so
at the
good.
barrel of a gun, painting the third world in red, white, and blue, but mostly
America.
red.
Until his final fateful mission when, per his boss's orders, Al was fired.
The burning was only
Literally.
getting started because Al's immortal soul was on a one-way trip to hell.
Where he cut a deal with Malvosia, the big, naked lord of the
Ugly
8th Circle
motherfucker.
of Hell.
By their pact, Simmons would be reborn a Hellspawn, a superpowered
It's so
commander of
cool.
Hell's armies, in exchange for seeing his wife.
I don't know which design I like better, Ghost Rider's design or Spawn's. Oh man, I'll give you my answer at the end of the video. I have to think about it.
One more time.
Oh, buddy, you're just asking to get monkey's blood.
Al Simmons returned from the dead as a decaying zombie 5 years later.
Yep.
After his wife had already remarried, he had a
Oh,
daughter.
There
Oh,
you
man.
saw her. Now get back to work, bitch.
Thus was born
So
the
messed up.
undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
He's
okay. You know what? Maybe I'll give you the answer right now. I think Spawn's design is cooler than Ghost Rider, but like only by a margin.
Born the undead warrior from hell itself, Spawn.
Aura, I tell you. I'm gonna be honest. He just looks like a cooler Venom. he looks so hardcore with the armor and the cape. Oh my god, he's so awesome.
90s that he comes all the way back around to being the coolest thing ever. Look upon his edge wizard and despair.
Spawn
edgiest
would
motherfucker
violently
ever.
defend New York's downtrodden. While
Longest running independent comic book character. Oh, I did not know that. Oh, the sad man. Oh yeah.
slowly uncovering the full breadth of his
The alert
demonic
for
powers.
He's like a walking superpower encyclopedia. He can fly, teleport, turn invisible and intangible, move things with his mind, make force fields, control the elements and the weather, and even stop time. Speaking
damn.
of time, he can fly so fast, he literally breaks into other dimensions and smashes time as a concept.
He can manipulate matter, shape-shifting his own body,
Oh,
or
the violator.
transmuting other objects and people. He can even control and absorb your soul.
Wait, Wiz, if he can
This
rearrange
artwork's beautiful.
molecules and crap, why doesn't he just fix his uggo face?
Well, he tried to do that, but Malebolgia cursed him so that he could only make himself,
Not again. This can't be. I'm a black man! What the fuck?
yeah.
Oh, it's petty trolling like that that gets you thrown in hell.
To be fair, Spawn can achieve a similar result with illusions and mental manipulation.
The fuck?
He can read and control minds, implant and replace memories, or simply drive you mad.
Spawn can do all of this crazy shit because
Sorry, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What the fuck do these comic artists be thinking? Wait, wasn't there like another character from Marvel that like his whole fucking superpower, if you can even call it that, was like he was like a racist white man, but if he says some shit like black power, he turns into a black man, and then that's it. What the fuck? This is not what we meant by black representation. What the fuck? Who the fuck be creating these characters, man?
necroplasm, basically hell juice.
You're not wrong. Necroplasm is the energy that makes up hell itself. Al's undead body is composed of 400 pounds of it.
Damn.
He can wield it like an energy blaster empowered by the sins of others. Spawn can absorb your evil and feed off of it. By
like
simply
Ghost Rider.
walking on Earth, Spawn feels all of humanity's pain all at once.
Damn.
He's even absorbed the sins of 8 million New Yorkers instantly, cleansing
Not
them
New
of their
Yorkers.
evil.
Like Jesus?
Or he can do the reverse and make you experience the full weight of your own sins, feeling
Oh.
every bit of pain you've ever inflicted on others over your whole life.
Horrifying.
Some sort of penance.
Though Spawn's necroplasm comes
Yeah.
with a catch.
I
Yeah,
guess.
he's got a limited amount of the stuff, and it drains every time he uses his powers. If he
Oh,
runs
shit.
out, he's dragged back to hell.
Even
Oh.
depowered, Spawn can rely on his elite military training in hand-to-hand combat.
I do think Spawn is a far superior fighter than Ghost Rider, from what I've seen. Like, superior hand-to-hand combat. Like, he was an actual soldier before getting, into hell. While Johnny was, he fucking, what was that called? I forgot, but damn it! I'm trying to think of the name. I'll keep stuttering. The performer motherfuckers with the bikes. You know what I mean.
He's even fought Batman to a standstill.
He fought Batman? What the fuck? Wait, he fought Batman? Okay, so he's definitely a way superior fighter than Johnny. Also, Batman? How many characters does he cross over with? Mortal Kombat? Sonic? Spawn? I mean, not Spawn, Sonic. I mean, Mortal Kombat. Oh my god, I'm getting... Oh god, I'm sorry. Okay, Spawn is crossed over with a lot of characters, as it turns out. just like Godzilla, who's crossed over with like a lot of different other properties. Let's see. Godzilla's crossover with Charles Barkley. Yes, really. The Avengers, Marvel, DC, Ultraman, and like video games. I wonder what other character Spawn is crossover with.
And as befits his past profession, he loves his big-ass 90s guns.
Though his
That's
greatest
so
weapon is the
80s.
sentient being he's genetically and spiritually bonded to, his cloak. Letha of the 7th House of K.
You ever wonder why his cape's red? Nope, well, now you are, and it's
blood.
red because it's made from the apple Eve ate in
Oh.
the Garden of Eden. It's literally made of original sin. Oh, and also the souls of a million sinners,
that's
including
cool.
every one of Hell's victims. Also a touch of vampire for good measure.
Oh,
K7
of course.
Letha is
Oh my god, he's literally like a fucking hybrid. He's literally a fucking group project of like the most edgiest monsters that you can ever think about. And I love it.
constantly evolving. It can act independently to defend Spawn with an infinite stream of chains, transform into weapons, or drain people of their power. It is the most potent weapon Hell has ever created.
Damn.
It even helped Spawn beat the primordial dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat your soul with just a glare.
Badass fucking nose. Holy
Primordial
shit.
Dark god Urizen, who can destroy and eat
God almighty. He has a fat fucking nose. Could be mistaken for a ball.
your soul with just a glare.
Except the souls bonded to Spawn acted as a buffer, allowing him to survive.
You'd think with an arsenal like that, he'd be unstoppable. But Hellspawns have a weakness to holy weapons and can be
Oh.
killed permanently if
Oh, shit.
decapitated by one.
Though Spawn has managed to survive this in the past. No, Spawn's
Okay, so he's just built different. I mean, it is Spawn.
greatest weakness is his own... how do I put this? Stupidity.
So Spawn fought this
Oh.
angel lady, Angela. Great name for an angel. She had this dimensional lance that could wipe Hellspawn out of existence, and Spawn got it. But instead of, being cautious around a mysterious angel weapon that hurts him, he just had to push the big shiny button and activate it on himself.
He's his own worst enemy. Oh my god. Is Spawn loses this fucking fight because of his own stupidity, I'll be so fucking pissed. Oh
And
god.
so, Spawn was forever destroyed. Until
Oh, wait.
he reconfigured reality to undo his own inexistence.
There we are,
Okay.
good as new. That has to be the
That's so
first
ridiculous.
time we've seen someone accidentally kill themselves and survive.
On his quest as Hell's greatest warrior, Spawn has defeated
So you can't
a
correct for
serial
that.
killer ice cream man, a demonic clown.
Oh yes, a serial killer ice cream man who kills children and nothing else.
And even his old boss remade by Heaven into an anti-Spawn. He's even
What?
encountered other Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might seem counterintuitive.
Oh god, this cartoon
He's
was
even
so
encountered
cool.
other Hellspawn.
Killing bad guys might seem counterintuitive if you work for a Hell Lord, but it actually just adds more souls to Malvosia's army. An army Spawn would have to lead in a war with Heaven that'd kill all of humanity.
Because the reason Malbolgia chose Al to be his commander wasn't that he was some great warrior. It was because Al had proven that he was the best at taking orders.
All his
Huh.
life and all his death, Al was nothing more than a hired gun.
But he knew it, and he would do so no more.
So Spawn marched down to Hell and ripped Malvosia's head off.
Hell yeah!
Screamed so loud it echoed through all of reality. Spawn became the king of the 8th circle of Hell.
As King, Spawn is literally a part of Hell itself.
What a
gaining
supreme
access to an
badass.
unlimited pool of energy that increases 100-fold with every heartbeat. He's effectively omnipotent in there, and strong enough to challenge other Hell Lords like Mammon and Satan.
He got so strong, the only thing left was to finally resolve the war between heaven and hell.
But Spawn needed help from the being who created this god and Satan to
Ew. Oh god, they're so wrinkly.
begin with. The mother of existence, Gaia.
She wasn't cool with her kids being total assholes, so she appointed Spawn to be the
Gaia?
universe's savior.
By eating the fruit from the tree of life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
Wait.
Battling God, fruit from the tree of life, Spawn became truly divine, capable of battling God and Satan in a stalemate for eternity that extinguished all life on Earth.
And
Jeez.
each of them are powerful enough to create and control infinitely sized universes.
Spawn broke the stalemate by letting God and Satan destroy him, only for Gaia to separate the two from the reality they threatened.
Then, just like that time with the Lance, Spawn respawned and recreated the Earth. Poof, good as new.
Finally freed of the weight of heaven and hell, Al asked to be reborn
Comics are fucking insane. I love it.
as a human, but he knew in his heart he deserved to carry on his undead penance in perpetuity.
He's a creature of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy in
Was that a
In
toy?
perpetuity.
He's a creature.
Oh no, this is a kid's toy. Why did they do this in the 90s? I mean, I'm happy they did it because it's cool, but like, it's just like, because there's always like cartoons of like incredibly graphic like properties, like RoboCops. RoboCop was brutal as fuck, and yet there was like a cartoon of it for kids. I never knew why they do that, but hey, more for the kids, I guess.
Of the 90s, Wiz. He won't be happy unless he can hastily brood over the injustice of his own existence.
Though if you threaten the alley he calls home, beware, because Spawn will turn whatever's left of your life into a living hell.
Oh man.
This battle
All right. I'm still gonna go with Spawn. Not gonna lie, when they were talking about Ghost Rider, I was tempted to like revert back to Team Ghost Rider, but no, I'm sticking with Spawn.
All right, the combatants
Please do not let his own stupidity kill him. Please.
are set, and we've run the.
Was that Ghost?
All right, the combatants are set.
He's
We've
grooving.
run the data through all possibilities.
I've been noticing that in these recent death battles, they've been like showing like the characters in Fortnite dancing for some reason. I don't know why, but comedy, I guess.
time for one hell of a death
Death
battle!
Nights like these drive men insane. Brimstone in the air. Something's coming. If it wants a piece of me, there'll be hell to pay.
Ooh. Oh, sorry, soak my cat. Akira
Go
slide.
back to the pit you squirmed from, Hellspawn.
Oh, the voices are immaculate.
Make me.
Shoot his ass.
If you care, it's nothing personal. Vengeance.
Nothing personal, kid. Oh, fucking axe?
Sloppy. You fight like a bum.
Oh, that professional shit talking. I love it.
Your damnation.
It's not gonna work. It's not gonna work. Is it working? Whoa. And now he's a fucking kaiju. This looks so cool. Oh, he transformed it into. That's. Oh, something time.
Be damned.
Zeraphos? Right off the bat? Scorpion reference. Spawn, come on! Oh, Spawn, you cannot be getting bitched like this. Spawn! Oh my god.
Of the holy cannot disguise your wickedness. God forbid.
This is so fucking cool. This is like the most metal, hardcore, edgy shit that I've ever seen as of recent. And I adore every single second of it. Fuck! Dude!
Al Simmons, your sins are innumerable.
Oh, he clipped off his wings. Oh, come on.
Here to wreak vengeance upon your soul.
Oh! Oh!
I eat sin for breakfast. A taste of your own goddamn medicine.
Or I tell you! I eat sin for breakfast. What the fuck? He uses a technique against him.
It's like you said, nothing personal, asshole.
That's why he's the fucking GOAT!
Damn!
Oh my god, he is so cool. He's the one of the coolest motherfuckers in fiction, I tell you. Oh my god, that was Edgelord incarnate. I love it. Oh man. That was so fucking cool.
This was a nail-biter of a battle that pitted Ghost Rider's immeasurable power against Spawn's skill and versatility. Let's break this down into 4 categories.
Alright.
Power.
So
Divine Spawn could match God and Satan, who could create universes. Similar in scale to Ghost Rider's bounce with a lot of the powerhouses in Marvel.
But Zarathos
Yeah, but Spawn's Infinity sounds more impressive.
was different. Remember, his power can match that of Mephisto and Galactus, who can threaten all of Marvel's infinite cosmic reality, far greater than any cosmos Spawn has ever affected.
Not
Even
really?
though Spawn's battled and defeated Satan in more recent comics, implying he's retained a level of power similar to his divine form, he couldn't match Zarathos in power alone.
Ghost Rider
So
may
Ghost Rider is still stronger than Spawn, just in power.
power, but remember, Johnny actively resists Zarathos' influence, so Spawn may have had time in the fight to learn and adapt to Ghost Rider before he went full Blue Fury.
And Spawn definitely had the edge in skill.
Oh,
He spent
definitely.
Decades in military combat
He's literally a
and
soldier.
is a master martial artist, whereas Johnny more so relies
He's a
on his
biker.
invincibility.
The ultimate dream power for a stuntman. Even with his crazy powers,
Stuntman, that was the fucking name. I can't believe I forgot
Rider
that.
was a lot more direct than Spawn, pretty much entirely focused on attacking the soul.
Which doesn't bode well for his versatility. Spawn can stop time, manipulate matter, turn intangible, control minds,
Yeah,
warp
way
reality.
more powers.
The Ghost Rider had a much
Way more
limited
powers.
arsenal by comparison. Spawn had a huge advantage in this category.
Yep.
Though with his invincibility, way greater power and the ability to scorch your
Whoa,
soul.
what was that?
Though with his invincibility, way
It's-
greater
this
power
animation's
and
beautiful.
the ability to scorch.
I won't be surprised if it was like from a commercial or some shit. Have you ever seen like those Disney XD commercials? Where it's like animated beautifully?
Scorch your soul to nothing. Ghost Rider could score the win through brute force, right?
Not exactly. The last piece of the puzzle is their resistances. Basically, who was harder to kill. Spawn's constant mainlining of humanity's collective sin and pain meant he could survive attacks on his soul, including the Penance Stare, just like he resisted a very similar attack from Urizen.
Best of all, remember the time he rewrote reality to undo his own inexistence?
There was nothing the
Crazy.
Ghost Rider could do to overpower that. And that time with the lance wasn't planned, it was purely instinctual. He could replicate it any time he wanted, like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put Spawn down for good?
What the fuck was that?
Like in his fight with God and Satan.
So how do you put
What the
Spawn
fuck
down
is
for
this?
good? Well, you can't. At least Johnny and Zarathos could.
Unlike how Ghost Rider's soul has been vulnerable to attack before.
Oh,
Like when
yeah.
Danny used the Penance Stare to depower Johnny.
This sort of thing actually happens a lot, even in recent comics. The whole reason Johnny and Zarathos
Just
are
Ghost
bonded in
Rider.
the first place is because Zarathos' soul was manipulated by Mephisto.
And not only does Spawn have plenty of experience manipulating souls, he can replicate the effect of the Penance Stare itself.
And
Dude.
just think about that. A penance stare on Zarathos would mean he's feeling the pain from every penance stare that he's ever done. A penance squared.
The Damnation Stare, on the
So
other hand,
cool.
actively helped Spawn, sending him to hell where he gets a literal infinite power boost.
And it wasn't just Spawn's soul powers that had spelled trouble. He had other ways to bypass Ghost Rider's immortality too, like transmutation, rewriting reality, or just straight up
God damn.
stealing his powers.
He has so many
which
abilities.
has worked on multiple Ghost Riders in the past.
Giving Spawn the final edge. Zarathos was almost unbeatable, a massive power advantage, soul destruction, immortality, but Spawn could counter everything thrown at him, and was too unkillable for Zarathos' strength advantage to matter in the long run against his crazier abilities.
Gotcha.
That was one hell of a fight, and at least Johnny went out in a blaze of glory.
The winner is Spawn.
That was so fucking cool. I eat sin for breakfast. That has to be the hardest line. One of the hardest lines I've ever heard. Oh my god, Edgelord incarnate. That was so cool. My boy Spawn won. Now, who the fuck is gonna be next? Because my brother has been like pestering me to watch his death battle because he wants to see my reaction to like who's gonna be next. The only thing he said was like I apparently know both of the animes because I'm pretty sure he said that the next two characters were like from two animes, and I know them. I have no idea who is going to be, but oh,
Death battle.
Nobara. Sugar Rocket versus Mojito. Sugar Rocket versus. Okay. Oh, Sugar. Who? Oh, okay, yeah, that actually sounds really cool. Sugar Rocket versus Mojito. I was not expecting that one. Yeah, I'm excited. Anyway, that's the end of this video. See ya.